take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans, not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank evidence for future prosecution.
And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors.
Is it time for the Insurrection Act, or would that just add gasoline to the fire?
Well, I'm not going to get ahead of the president on that, but it's certainly an option, a viable option. So actually, I'll be meeting with the president tomorrow. So, you know, I think it's something that needs to be on the table because this cannot continue.
Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. We got Tim Walz giving his full statement. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to lose more brain cells covering this stuff. But Tim Walz, and then go to the next clip, and then Lukey, and then the next one, Dookie. So Tim Walz, Lukey, and Dookie are going to give a statement. And I'm going to tell you this, man. These men, all right, stop, Brandon. Let it go. Tim Walz, go ahead. Take it away.
Let's be very, very clear. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement. Instead, it's a campaign of organized brutality against the people of Minnesota by our own federal government. Last week, that campaign claimed the life of Renee Nicole Good.
Oh, my God.
We've all watched the video. We've all seen what happened. And yet, instead of conducting an impartial investigation so we can hold accountable the officer responsible for Renee's death, the Trump administration is devoting the full power of the federal government to finding an excuse to attack the victim and her family.
Time out.
Just yesterday.
Time out. We watched the video, Tim Walz. What the funnel cake are you talking about? We saw her hit that guy and she took an L. What, these people should go to prison for what they're doing. There is no way that you could be a leader, a governor, and you're on television with influence and you're lying. You're inciting violence by intentionally lying and saying this is not immigration enforcement. The only reason anybody will make contact with ICE that's not an immigrant is if you are assaulting them. And you see the assault on television. You saw them pull the gun out of those vehicles. They're burning stuff in the middle of the street. They're assaulting ICE agents. They're knocking out windows. They're setting fires. They're having to get smoked every other day because they're bludgeoning ICE agents for just doing their job. And you get on TV and you say this. You got to go to jail. Trump. Give me the big screen. Trump. What are y'all doing? These people got to go to jail. What are we doing? When you call inciting violence, here you go right here. Inciting or instigating an insurrection, here you go right here. They put you in, Donald Trump, they tried to put you under the jail when you told them that they should not protest violently, be peaceful, and they tried to put you in jail. And Tim Walz is telling people to be violent. All right, let's be real. Credit card debt isn't an accident. It's a system built to keep hardworking Americans down. The banks win, the creditors win, and families lose. Every call, every late fee, every crazy interest charge, it's all part of the game. But you don't have to be a part of the game. You have to play by their rules anymore. PDA's debt has already helped hundreds of thousands of people fight back, cutting debt, stopping the calls, and putting money back where it belongs, in your pocket, not the bank. Whether you're buried under credit cards, personal loans, or medical bills, PDA's debt will create a plan built just for you. There's no minimum credit score, no judgment, just real help that gets results. They've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, thousands of 5-star reviews, and a track record that proves that they get the job done. And I'll tell you straight, if I needed help getting out of debt, they are exactly the people that I call. PDA's Debt understands your specific scenarios and will help provide alternative solutions to become debt-free. It's your money and it's your future. Don't let the system decide for you.
You're 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment right now at pdsdebt.com/Tatum. That's pdsdebt.com/Tatum. pdsdebt.com/Tatum. Take back control today.
There's no way that you could be a leader, a governor, and you're on television with influence and you're lying. You're inciting violence by intentionally lying and saying this is not immigration enforcement. The only reason anybody will make contact with ICE that's not an immigrant is if you're assaulting them. And you see the assault on television. You saw them pull the gun out of those vehicles. They're burning stuff in the middle of the street. They're assaulting ICE agents. They're knocking out windows. They're setting fires. They're having to get smoked every other day because they're bludgeoning ICE agents for just doing their job. And you get on TV and you say this. You got to go to jail. Trump. Give me the big screen. Trump. What are y'all doing? These people got to go to jail. What are we doing? When you call inciting violence, here you go right here. Inciting or instigating an insurrection, here you go right here. They put you in, Donald Trump, they tried to put you under the jail when you told them that they should not protest violently, be peaceful, and they tried to put you in jail. And Tim Walz is telling people to be violent. Roll the clip.
Yesterday, 6 federal prosecutors, including the longtime career prosecutor leading the charge to investigate and eliminate fraud in our state's programs, quit their jobs rather than go along with this assault on the United States Constitution. But as bad as it's been,
Time out. I swear I'm going to be long. I can't help it. I'm bubbling. This fool said prosecutors resigned because they can't justify what's happening to that the ICE agents' presence in their city. But they didn't resign with all that fraud. Billions of dollars of fraud, and y'all ain't doing nothing. You in your job, but you mad enough to resign over ICE doing their job. Come on, play it.
For it to get worse. This week, he went online to promise that, quote, the day of retribution and reckoning is coming. That's a direct threat against the people of this state, who dared to vote against him 3 times, and who continue to stand up for freedom with courage and empathy and profound grace. All across Minnesota, people are stepping up to help their neighbors who are being unjustly and unlawfully
Time out. He said, all across the city, Trump, Pam Bundy, he said all across the city and encouraging this, that people are helping their brothers and sisters by intervening. Somebody just assaulted and attacked ICE agents with a shovel and got shot. And that's what he said after that incident of neighbors helping is attacking them with shovels. Roll the clip.
Targeted. They're distributing care packages and walking kids to school and raising their voices in peaceful protest, even though doing so has made many of our fellow Minnesotans targets for violent retribution. Folks, I know it's scary. And I know it's absurd that we all have to be defending law and order, justice, and humanity while also caring for our families and trying to do our jobs. So tonight, let me say once again to Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, end this occupation. You've done enough. Let me say 4 critical things to the people of Minnesota. 4 things I want you to hear as you watch the news and look out for your neighbors. First, Donald Trump wants this chaos. He wants confusion. And yes, he wants more violence on our streets. We cannot give him what he wants. We must protest loudly, urgently, but also peacefully. Indeed, as hard as we will fight in the courts and at the ballot box, we cannot and will not let violence prevail. You're angry, I'm angry. Angry is not a strong enough word, but we must remain peaceful. Second, you are not powerless. You are not helpless. and you are certainly not alone. All across Minnesota, people are learning about opportunities, not just to resist, but to help people who are in danger.
Resist.
Thousands upon thousands of our fellow Minnesotans are going to be relying on mutual aid in the days and weeks to come, and they need our support. Tonight, I want to share another way you can help. Witness. Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times.
Stalking ICE agents is what you're insinuating. Trump, I swear to God, if these people don't go to jail for inciting an insurrection, I will never vote for a Republican again. These people need to go to prison. They hemmed up Trump for nothing. He got impeached. They tried to put him in jail. Where are the Republicans at? Where are y'all at? Where are the Republican prosecutors that should be prosecuting these people like they were doing to Trump? Trump never did nothing wrong, and they try to take this man money and put him in prison. These people are clearly violating the law in front of the world. You better put him in jail. You sorry Republicans. I swear, if these people don't go to prison or get indicted, I will never support y'all again. I put that on everything. Y'all sucking right now. I'm just being honest. Ain't nobody gone to jail yet. And let me say this. I don't want y'all to be mad at me. Trump, I love you, but I want to see people go to jail. Why are they not going to jail? We had thousands of people on January 6th do years in prison for an insurrection. Why none of these people going to jail? Why? They planning and plotting. They got online internet gangs telling them how to assault ICE agents. They're coordinating an effort to team up on ICE agents and bludgeon them and assault them when they're doing traffic stops. Y'all can't geo-track these people like y'all did at the Capitol? They can tell you people went to jail that wasn't at the Capitol because they somehow planned to interfere with federal law. They went to jail. Why? Comey ain't in jail. Hillary ain't in jail. Like I don't know how this works. Maybe I need to come down there and see. But how our people go to jail, they setting up people on our side. And none of them go to jail. Ilhan Omar allegedly married her cousin or something to get him citizenship. Nobody go to jail? Nobody's indicted? You got cities where mayors are defying federal law that's on the books and none of them get indicted. There's no rumors of indictment. At what point are we just chopped liver? Maybe we'll see some stuff, but how is Tim Walz getting away with it when Donald Trump's speech had zero violence in it, zero encouragement to be violent, and they still talking about he ordered an insurrection, and people are literally getting killed over what Tim Walz is saying? All right, let's go on to the Lukey and Dookie real quick because I need to be done with the show so I can smoke a cigar and chill. You know how people Netflix and chill? I want to smoke a cigar and chill. Because my blood pressure, like my grandma say, my blood pressure high. Y'all running my blood pressure high. We like this is what we'll do. Because we're running low on time. We will make the Nick Sorter interview a clip that y'all can watch on the channel later. We'll link the clip in the description section for you guys to watch later. I don't want this show to be more than an hour, and it's already running. So I got the Nick Sorter interview and Cam Higbee. I interviewed both of them. I'll give you both of those interviews right after the live stream. We're going to cut them and put them out later, and so you guys can have them. So you will see it. You're not going to not see it. You just have to wait till a little bit later today. Nick will do the best he can at cutting the clips and putting it together, and we'll make the whole live stream that way, okay? I mean, make the video separate. You'll watch the interviews. We'll have it available for you, all right? Let's get Lukey and Dookie on here, then I'm going to get off here before my blood pressure boil over. Look at this guy. He looked like he on Backpage somewhere with another hairy back man laying up with him at night. That's what kind of man. That's what kind of man this guy looked like. He looked like you're gonna catch him soliciting boys online. That's the energy I see in this guy right here. He is a weirdo. I ain't never in my life saw a man like him act like this. The guy in the back is surely gay, but this guy is a closet. He in the closet about his stuff. The guy in the back, ain't nobody question at this point, is this guy a wuss or not? But let's let him talk.
My name is Brian O'Hara, B-R-I-A-N-O''H-A-R-A.
He definitely
I am the Minneapolis
sites.
Police Chief. At 6:51 p.m., Minneapolis Police received a 911 call reporting a shooting on the 600 block of 24 Avenue North. Preliminary information indicates that there was a struggle with a federal agent in front of the resident. During the struggle, the federal agent discharged his weapon, striking one adult male. The adult male then retreated inside of the residence, where he remained inside and refused to come out. Eventually, federal agents made entry into the residence, and the individual was brought to an ambulance where he has been transported to the hospital.
There was a struggle. Are you sure? Because you don't know what you talking about the last time when good making bad decisions got killed. You said all kind of stuff that wasn't true. You just said there was a struggle. Where in the case report does it say a struggle ensued? You're not gonna talk about somebody with a what they call a shovel? You're not gonna bring up the shovel. You're not gonna bring up the fact that ICE was trying to apprehend somebody and got attacked by somebody else. That's why he discharged his weapon. You're not gonna mention that? Is that what we doing right now? How you sleep at night knowing you lying to the people? Finish the clip.
Minneapolis police have secured the crime scene around the location, and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, as well as the FBI, are on the scene processing the evidence.
What evidence? Hold on. What evidence? Chief? I know you hear me talking to you. What evidence? What are they processing? Because according to you, there was just a struggle and a shooting occurred. What evidence are they processing? The shovel? Is the shovel a part of the evidence that's being processed right now? Which is a weapon from the suspect. Is that evidence that's being Let him finish.
There's a crowd gathered in the area, and we have called for mutual aid from the Minnesota State Patrol and Hennepin County Sheriff. The crowd is engaged.
There's a crowd in the area. You're talking about the video that I'm gonna show them later? We might play that video. There's a crowd in the area. Hold on, pull up the crowd. This is the clip from Nick Sorter. The crowd that he's talking about. Just roll it. This crowd?
Almost there.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
That's a rifle.
Oh, my God.
Listen.
There's some bullets.
Get the bullets. Get the bullets. All right, go back to Lukey. That crowd is the one you talking about? Or you're not going to tell us that crowd? Okay. It's just a crowd. Okay, roll the clip.
Mutual aid from the Minnesota State Patrol and Hennepin County Sheriff. The crowd is engaging in unlawful acts.
Oh,
They
he
have
said
thrown
it.
fireworks at police officers.
Good, good.
And multiple times, gas has been deployed. Police
Good.
are attempting to disperse this unlawful assembly at this time. I urge anyone that is at the scene to leave immediately. This is already a
finally
very
he grew a
tense
pair.
situation, and we do not need this to escalate any further. I have faith that the investigators that are involved will follow every lead in this case and ensure it is completed to its logical conclusion.
Good. The JJ is working now. It's the JJ working. All right, get Dookie on there, and then we're gonna be done. Let Dookie speak.
There's still a lot that we don't know at this time, but what I can tell you for certain is that this is not sustainable. This is an impossible situation that our city is presently being put in. And at the same time, we are trying to find a way forward to keep people safe, to protect our neighbors, to maintain order. And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I hear that right? Go back just a couple seconds. Maybe I heard that wrong. Play the clip and look at the chief's face. Play it.
To fight ICE agents.
No, go back. Keep going. Right there.
City is presently being put in. And at the same time, we are trying to find a way forward to keep people safe, to protect our neighbors, to maintain order. And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors. We cannot be at a place right now.
The chief said, what? We have local police to fight ICE agents. And the chief said, what in the federal lawsuit indictment are you talking about? Play it one more time for the people in the back smoking crack. Roll the clip.
Officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors. We cannot be at a place right now in America where we have two governmental entities that are literally fighting one another. Why are we put in this position?
Because you're a dummy.
We're put in this position because we have approximately 600 police officers in Minneapolis, far fewer that are able to work at any given time. And there are approximately 3,000 ICE agents in the area. 3,000. The 600 police officers that we have are charged on any given day with investigating crime, stopping homicides from taking place, preventing carjackings. That's the work of a police officer in a city. Meanwhile, we have ICE agents throughout our city and throughout our state who, along with Border Control, are creating chaos. This is not the path that we should be on right now in America. Thankfully, there's another path. And I want to talk to everybody who's out there.
What's the path?
Even people who aren't living in Minneapolis right now. Maybe you just put your kids to bed. Maybe you're cleaning up the dishes. I'm sure you love your family. There's no doubt in my mind that you love your town. Imagine if that city or that town was suddenly invaded by thousands of federal agents that do not share the values that
you mean
hold
immigrants?
dear.
Illegals?
Imagine if your daily routines were disrupted. The local cafe that you eat at was shut down because they're scared that their own family might get torn apart. Imagine if schools shut down and suddenly parents got to figure out what to do for daycare. This
What daycare?
is not creating safety. It's certainly not creating safety when a huge percentage of the shootings that have taken place so far this year in Minneapolis.
That chief is watching his career go down the hill. That fool said, he pretty much said, just imagine if your city was overrun by Somalians. Illegal aliens. ICE agents. That's what he said. Your kids go to daycare. Bro, do you not read the room? What daycare? The fraudulent ones? Or the ones that have to pay all that money and actually live up to the qualifications that they said they would? You talking about them or the ones that they ain't got no kids in it or they violating 100,000 times and ain't paying no tax or nothing? Okay.